Today's a third video for you. First news story is from Somaliland. US seems to be considering establishing an airbase in Somaliland. 3 months ago, we reported that Somaliland was considering making an offer to the US government. Second news story is about a claim which was made by some government, pro-Ethiopian government news sources a few days ago. I read a video on that. The pro-government news sources claimed that large number of Tigray fighters was under training in Uganda, and some countries were funding TDF's trainings. We have been waiting since then for an official statement from Uganda or from Tigray. Tigray did not speak. Now we have a statement from Uganda. What is Uganda saying? Third news story is from Volkayet viewers. Volkayet Sagede Amhara Identity Restoration Committee led by Colonel Demeke Zewdu has released a statement. This committee, which has been fighting for years, is now seeking the help of people of Amhara region. It is saying, be prepared, we'll give you a call, and then all Amharas must report, must come to help the people of Volkayet Sagede. We'll have a detailed look at this statement because we know that some new clashes were reported in Volkayet yesterday. And fourthly, some new stories from Oromia where a top OLF leader has been hospitalized. He was in prison. Some protests have been conducted against Oromo Liberation Army, and OLA has shared some pictures of its newly trained fighters. Let's start with a new story from Somaliland. Self-proclaimed country in search of recognition. Its president, Musi Bahi, visited US in March. 3 months ago, in a video, I reported that Somaliland was considering making an offer to the US government. Somaliland offered a seaport and an airfield to US government in return for recognition as a country by the US. That is why Musi Bahi traveled to the US. And after that, it seemed that some progress has been made. Why? Because yesterday, US Africa Command General and US Ambassador to Somalia, they visited Somaliland. Stephen Townsend, who is US Africa Command General, he and Larry Andre, who is US Ambassador to Somalia. Both were in Hargeisa yesterday. They met with Musi Bahi, President of Somaliland, and after that they traveled to Berbera. They visited an airfield there. So it's not a secret now that US is considering establishing an airbase in Somaliland. A statement was released by US Africa Command, which says that it was a routine assessment that US Africa Command carries out such inspections, such assessments for potential operation locations. So it means that Somaliland is a potential operation location for US forces. US does have military presence in Djibouti, we know. So either US wants to expand its military presence in this area, in this region, or US could be considering shifting from Djibouti to Somaliland. But in the statement, US Africa Command says that relationship with Somaliland will be within the framework of one Somalia policy. US is not recognizing Somaliland as a country, but US-Somaliland ties are strengthening. It's a clear indication. In coming days, we might see a US airbase in Somaliland. Second news story, viewers, is about alleged trainings of TDF fighters in Uganda. A few days ago, some pro-Ethiopian government news sources shared a document, and they said that thousands of TDF fighters were undergoing military trainings in Uganda. Names of some places were shared, number of fighters was shared, and Muhoozi Kainerugaba, who is a general in Uganda, he was accused that he was organizing all these trainings. Muhoozi has been speaking in support of Tigray. In several of his tweets, he said the people of Tigray were his relatives. And then we saw this allegedly leaked document without any signatures, just a document, no official stamps on that, which was shared by some pro-government news sources. We have been waiting for some official response from Tigray or from Uganda. Now Uganda has spoken. Ugandan Defense Minister is in Addis Ababa. He has held some meetings with Birhanu Jula, Ethiopian army chief. And after these meetings, a statement has been released. Uganda has rejected all these claims that TDF fighters are undergoing trainings in Uganda. Uganda says that anti-Ethiopia elements will never operate in Uganda. All these claims are baseless rumors. And after this statement, we saw the Ethiopian Foreign Ministry release a statement about this development. So Ethiopian Foreign Ministry says that Uganda has made it clear that there are no TDF fighters undergoing military trainings in Uganda, and no countries are supporting TDF recruitment trainings on Ugandan soil. This is the official position of Uganda. We don't have any confirmation from the ground that TDF fighters are undergoing trainings there. So as long as there is no credible information that trainings are underway, it would be unfair to say that Uganda is militarily supporting Tigray Defense Force. Thirdly, viewers, very important news story. While tensions are rising in Volkayt, both sides are making preparations. Volkayt Sagade Amhara Identity Restoration Committee has released a statement. Who is this committee? This committee has been fighting for years, led by Demeke Zewdu. This committee says the people of Volkayt Sagade they want to be with Amhara region. Volkayt Sagade, Amhara should be part of Amhara region. And these people have been struggling during EPRDF rule as well. Demeke Zewdu was put in prison back then. Now he is in charge of this entire area because this entire area is under Amhara control now. What is this committee saying now while it is in control of this entire western Tigray, Amhara Volkayt Sagade? The committee says that its residents of Volkayt Sagade, they suffered. Atrocities were committed against them by Tigray government, TPLF government in the past. Hundreds of their members were killed. Then Ethiopian National Defense Force, Amhara Special Force, Fano, militias, they helped the people of Sagade Volkayat, and these areas became part of Amhara, came under the control of Amhara government. The body, this committee claims that Tigray has issued a proclamation that all Tigrayans between the age of 16 and 70 must report for a new phase of fighting. Huge mobilization is underway in Tigray. Tensions are rising. Volkayat is in danger. Sagade is in danger. That is why all people of Amhara region should come to help the people of Sagade Volkayat. Colonel Demeke Zewdu says that this committee will give an urgent call, and once the call is issued, all Amharas must come to Volkayat Sagade. Preparations should start today. They should store ration for 30 days deployment to this zone, and once a call is made, then all Amharas should come to Volkayat Sagade. You see that firstly, both sides, as I've been saying, that both sides have very rigid position about this zone. Western Tigray, Amhara, Volkayat Sagade. Tigray says it's part of Tigray, no question about it. It's what Ethiopian constitution says, and Tigray will not step back even an inch. On the other hand, Amhara region says that its people will die, but they will not surrender. Ethiopian government has been floating the idea of withdrawal of Amhara militias, Amhara forces from Fano, from Volkayat Sagade. It floated the idea to see the response, but it seems that no one is going to withdraw. Amhara forces, Amhara militias, Fano will not withdraw from Volkayat Sagade. Instead, they are seeking the help of other Amharas. They should come to Volkayat Sagade as well. So tensions are extremely high. Preparations all-time high. That is why we say this core issue should be resolved. If it is unresolved, I don't see lasting peace between Tigray and Amhara, Tigray and Ethiopian government. Lastly, we have some news stories from Oromia. Firstly, a top OLF leader who's been in prison for some time is critically ill, seriously ill. He has been admitted to a hospital. His name is Jal Abdi Rigasa, a top OLF, Oromo Liberation Front leader, diagnosed with hepatitis B. He is in a hospital reportedly. Earlier we saw OLF spokesperson who fell ill as well, Bati, I think his name is Bati or Gasa. He was hospitalized as well. Later he was freed, but he has been seriously ill since then. Second news story from Oromia is about a protest held against Oromo Liberation Army, they call it Shene, in North Shua zone of Oromia region. You can see some pictures on your screen. The pictures are from North Shua zone, Koyo district, Garba Guracha city. Here locals protested against OLA government. Local government backed this protest, and locals urged the government to continue the ongoing operation against Shene. They say that Shene is involved in attacks on civilians. We have seen such protests in other parts of Oromia as well. It is a way of keeping the people mobilized against Oromo Liberation Army, so that OLA could not gain support within the public in Oromia. Lastly, OLA has shared some pictures of its newly graduated fighters. Videos have been shared. The videos, pictures are from southern Oromia. Exact location not clear. Southern part of Oromia. And some OLA backed news sources say that this place where the trainings are being shown, this place was under government control a few days ago. But now OLA has taken back and it has been recaptured by Oromo Liberation Army somewhere in southern Oromia, and here recruitments, graduation ceremonies of OLA fighters are underway. Thank you for watching.